Hello, today I am meal planning. I'm going to share a grocery haul with you, and I have 3 new recipes that I am cooking this week. These 3 recipes are very easy to prepare and they're healthy.
Whatever we would do, we do it just for fun.
Okay, I am putting together a meal plan for this week. I have to figure out 5 days. So one of my days, I want to make BLTs. We had made these just previously and they were so good. Jason just couldn't quit like complimenting the BLTs. So I'm gonna make those again. I also am going to be making a crock pot rotisserie chicken. I have a video on this and I will have that linked below. It is such a simple recipe. You just take a whole chicken and you put the seasonings all over the chicken, put it in your crock pot and cook it, and it's done. If you want it crispy, you can put it in the oven under a broiler for just a few minutes. We love it. But the 3 new recipes I'm trying, the first one is from the Skinnish dish, and it is called One Pot Creamy Chicken Fajita Pasta. Another one is from Skinny Taste, and this one is called Skillet Cajun Spiced Fish with Tomatoes. Timothy has been craving fish lately, and I was looking through healthier type recipes and I come across this one and this sounds so good. And then the final one is from the Skinnish dish again, and this one is called a Philly cheese style stuffed peppers. We love Philly cheesesteak, and by making a Philly cheesesteak stuffed into peppers, it cuts out the carbs of bread. Okay, I'm gonna head over and I'm gonna grab my meal planner. I always like to keep Monday simple to kick off the week, so I am going to be making that rotisserie crock pot chicken. Tuesday, I know I will have made up the bacon on the weekend, so I am going to be making BLTs. And then Wednesday, I will make the Cajun fish. Thursday, I'm going to prepare the Philly stuffed peppers. And Friday, I'm gonna finish up the week with that delicious fajita pasta. Whenever I am preparing a new recipe, I do not usually copy the recipe off until after I've tried it. Once we've tried it and if we like it and it's something that we will be preparing again, then I print off the recipe to add to my recipe binders. 2 of these recipes are calling for onion, so I gotta check my onion. I already know I'm gonna need canned tomatoes. One of them calls for fresh mushrooms, but I think I'm actually going to use my canned mushrooms. I'm gonna see how many canned mushrooms I have out there because I kind of want to keep using those up. And a couple of these recipes take peppers, and I need cheeses. Cajun seasoning, I don't think I have Cajun seasoning. Okay, so I know oregano. I don't have a lot of oregano at all, but I'm gonna check in my pantry and see if I have another one, because a lot of times when I'm running out of seasonings, I will see that I'm getting low, so I just order it, especially ones that I know I use a lot. And I needed cayenne pepper, which I have, where do I have that? Right here. And I have quite a bit of it. I needed, I believe, some paprika. I have plenty of that. Ground cumin, yikes, I'm almost out of ground cumin, so I need to see if I have any of that in my pantry too. And I'm still looking for Cajun seasoning. I see I have 1 onion, so I'm gonna order more onions. Oh, I have potatoes down there I forgot about. I need to do something with those and use those up. On my pantry door, I have this spice rack for all our big, huge items and just extras that I have. I have Creole seasoning, but that is not the same as Cajun. I have plenty of chili powder. There's oregano right there. So I have some oregano there. And I got seasonings here too inside of my pantry. I know it's a mess and I need to get in here and get it all. Oh goodness. So I have some smoked paprika. Oh my goodness, you guys, look, I have another oregano. It looks like I do not have Cajun seasoning. So I need to put Cajun seasoning on my grocery list. All right, we are in my garage and I have, I mean, look at all the mushrooms I have because we buy them in cases. I only have 1 corn. I have green beans. Ooh, I think 1 corn will be good this week. And then I'm good on everything else. I need fish. I'm gonna do tilapia if I can find it. I am good on burger and I am good on chicken. I'm gonna put the order in, and next you are going to see a grocery order. Okay, we are headed home from Walmart. It is Friday for us and we're so excited. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Me too. So we're into our weekend, or beginning our weekend basically. Walmart had everything this time except the fat-free half and half. They didn't have my fat-free half and half, and they were gonna substitute it for the regular half and half, and I was like, no. I cannot afford those points in my coffee. No, no, no. So I canceled that one, and we have to go to another store for the fat-free half and half. I will be showing you what I ended up getting in my grocery order in just a second. Okay, I got a lot of peaches because Sweet Life Happy Wife, she told me about that cake that I made with blueberries. She made hers with peaches, and you guys, I'm serious, it is amazing. I got a lot of peaches because I'm planning on having me some more of that cake with peaches in it. And then we needed quite a few tomatoes, quite a few peppers, an onion, and then some red and orange peppers. I needed some egg beaters. The Fiber One, I was looking online for their brownies or cookie bars, but they didn't have them this time, so I come across the oatmeal raisin, and years ago when I did Weight Watchers, I loved the oatmeal raisin. They're soft and chewy and super yummy, especially with coffee. So I grabbed a box of those. Have some bow tie pasta. Needed some more Kodiak Cakes. I am thoroughly enjoying these. I mixed some bananas and blueberries in with the batter and fry it up. Oh my goodness, you don't even need syrup when you make them like that. Needed some more avocado spray. And then I found this seasoning. It's the Cajun seasoning. And then I also needed some more cumin, some chicken broth and beef broth, and fire roasted diced tomatoes, some regular bacon because I have a turkey bacon in the freezer, so I needed the regular bacon, and then a third less fat of Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, these are new to me, and these would be amazing for sheet pan dinners. It's a smaller bag, so if I was going to do a dinner, I'd probably do 2 of these, but this one is sweet potatoes, carrots, and red potatoes, but I figured we would give these a try. And then baked Cheetos, and Timothy's favorite chips are these jalapeno kettle chips. This is the tilapia, the fish that I ended up getting for the one fish meal that I'm going to be making. And then, turn this around, this is the Yaso coffee chocolate chip bars. These are Tim's favorite, is the chocolate chip cookie dough ones. Then we're in the garage because Justin already put away his mini cans of cherry Coke. He wanted 1 cherry Coke and 1 regular, but they didn't have the regular, so we just got 2 of the mini cans of cherry Coke. But I thought, he's not gonna hide those on us. I'm still showing them, so there you go. All right, you twisted my arm. I'm gonna show ya. So this is 2 peaches. We peeled them and diced them. And then in this bowl, I have a 1/3 cup of yellow cake mix. So you need a 1/3 cup of the yellow cake mix, and then 3 tablespoons of water. Stir it together really well. And then you take the batter and you just pour it over top of the peaches, like so. And then I put it in the microwave. Mine takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Test yours from 1 minute and 30 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get the cake cooked in the microwave. All right, this is the peach cobbler out of the microwave. My goodness, it looks and smells delicious. And then we will spray a little bit of this fat-free Ready Whip on the top of it once it's cooled down. And it is a really good low cal, low bite, low point dessert. For tonight's dinner, I found this recipe from Skinny Taste, and it is called Skillet Cajun Spiced Fish with Tomatoes. It's a mouthful, but but I think it's going to be delicious. So I have some onion and 2 cloves of garlic and about a teaspoon of olive oil, and I am heating those through until they are softened. I am adding a small green pepper, and I have some chopped tomatoes I'm adding to it, and a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. Sprinkle that on there, and I'm gonna let this cook together for a little bit. So the tomato sauce cooked for about 3 minutes. I have this bag of tilapia. Ended up having 4 fillets individually wrapped, and I'm gonna place these into this sauce. I added a cover to the pan, and I'm gonna let those fish soak up that juice and spices for 12 minutes. All right, the 12 minutes is done, and these smell really, really good. So, and I touched it and it's falling apart. All right, so you take the tomato sauce and you put that over the top of the fish, and then on the side I made up the oven roasters with sweet potatoes, carrots, and red potatoes, and then I also have some green beans. So I ground up 1 pound of burger, and I added a little bit of salt and pepper and a little tiny bit of Lawry's to this, and I'm letting it sit here for a second. You can do it in the same pan and just remove the burger if you choose, or you can just cook everything together. So in another pan, it's going to be a deeper pan, I am going to add a little bit of olive oil to my pan, 1 chopped pepper, you can use any pepper that you choose, and some chopped onion. And then I'm going to use 2 cans of mushrooms, but you can use fresh. And I'm going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Once the peppers and onions have softened, you add the beef into this pan. Now I am adding 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to mix this in really good. I am going to add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of Frank's hot sauce, a half a teaspoon of oregano, a little bit of Lawry's seasoned salt, 2 ounces of cream cheese. I am adding 1 cup of beef broth. I'm going to mix all of this in really good. This is going to be so flavorful and creamy in those peppers. I wish you could smell this, because honestly this smells so good already. Okay, so I have 3 green bell peppers. You can use any color pepper for this that you choose. I cut the peppers in half, and then I cleaned out all the seeds and stuff out of the middle, and then I sprayed them with avocado spray and lightly peppered and lightly salted the green peppers. I have a 9 by 13 baking dish. I sprayed that, and I also have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. I am putting a 1/4 cup of beef broth down into my baking dish. Now I am measuring out the stuffing mix because I'm going by the nutrition and the calories. All of the nutrition facts will be in the link of the recipe that is in the description below this video. So I'm taking 2/3 of that meat mixture, and I'm going to put 2/3 in a pepper, and I'm going to continue to do this, and then I will show you my next step. I have 2/3 cup of 2% milk Colby Jack shredded cheese. That's a mouthful. So I'm gonna put this all over the peppers, and then it says to spray the cheesy peppers. I'm gonna slightly spray. And then I'm going to cover this with tin foil. I'm going to put it in my oven on 400 degrees, like I said earlier, for 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum. Those look fantastic. And then on the side, I have some French fries, because we figured that would go perfectly with the Philly cheesesteak type of a dinner that we are having. And for seasonings on the fries, we used Montreal steak seasoning. For the fajita seasoning, I am mixing together 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of oregano, and a 4th teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I forgot a teaspoon of salt. There, now we have all the ingredients for our fajita seasoning. I have 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts sliced into thin strips for fajitas. To that, I'm gonna add half of the fajita seasoning, and I'm gonna mix this into the chicken really well. You can do this in the same skillet, but you'd have to keep removing the vegetables and chicken as you go, so I decided to do mine in 2 different skillets. So in this skillet, I'm going to heat up the onions and the peppers until they are softened. After the peppers and onions have cooked, I added half of the peppers and onions to the chicken, and I left the other half in the pan. So now I am adding 8 ounces of dried bow tie pasta, a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, 2.5 cups of chicken broth, and the rest of the fajita seasoning. I'm going to give this a really good stir. I'm going to put the cover on this, and I'm going to let this simmer for 12 minutes until that pasta is nice and tender. This pan is really full, and I haven't added the chicken and the peppers into it yet. So I added everything into my electric skillet. So I'm going to finish it off from here in my electric skillet. So after the pasta has cooked, and it did take about 12 minutes, I added in the chicken and the peppers and onions. Now I'm adding a half a cup of half and half. I'm using the light or fat-free half and half. And then 3/4 cup of Colby cheese, but you can also use the Mexican blend. And I'm going to stir, stir, stir and mix it really good and let this sauce thicken up a little bit before I serve it. This is a bowl full of comfort. Oh, I cannot wait to try it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.